Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Danny Boy, and you're probably wondering, why are you flipping a bottle? Here's the answer. We hit 200 subscribers, and I'm really excited. So, I decided to do a special explaining how I personally got 200 subscribers. Hopefully, this can help you get your own 200 subscribers, and there will be many more subscribers coming. Okay, so first off, if you self-advertise, you want to be very careful about times to do it. So say you go to one of PewDiePie's latest videos and you're going to self-advertise. Well, that's not very smart because A, if he doesn't want you doing that and he calls you out or such, this could be bad because he's so popular. It's going to bring a lot of hate to your channel. Now it's also going to bring a lot of people to your channel to hate you that never knew you before. So you're getting a lot of attention, but not the good attention you want. So, a good self-advertised way, I would start with how to get subscribers, just like this video. How to get 200 subscribers, how to get 100 subscribers, how to get 1,000 subscribers. Anything along those lines. Anything just like this video. And so, you go into that comment section, and you just say, hey, I'll subscribe to anyone who subscribes to me. Maybe you've got a certain deal where you're like, hey, if you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe back with 3 accounts. Or maybe you're like, if you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you and comment on one of your videos. I don't know what your plan is. I just do sub for sub. I don't do all that extra bonus and stuff. So, there are good ways to self-advertise. If you're that guy who's like, sub for sub me, you're not gonna get many subs. If you're someone who's like, hey, check out my channel, it's pretty cool, you're not gonna get many subs. That's just facing the facts. You're going to need to do better, so there's 2 parts to self-advertising. What is self-advertising? It's when you're advertising your channel, and there's 2 parts to it. When there's people saying, I'll sub to you if you sub to me, the first part is take that deal, sub to them, and make sure they sub to you within the next 3 days, or unsub. If they can't handle subbing back in 3 days, then you don't need to be subscribed. 3 days is plenty of time to subscribe back. Maybe they were busy one day. Well, 3 days is plenty of time. Whoa, that almost landed first try. So, the second part is your self-advertisement. Yes, it's great to get subs from everyone else who's saying I'll get subs. Now, I've recently been getting a ton of subs from just 2 videos. I looked up sub for sub, and there's this big video which gets a lot of views, and every couple seconds someone's commenting sub for subs. So I subbed on that, and I'm getting like 150 comments a day. Are they all to me? No, but most are. And so, yes, 2 parts. You want to sub to people. Make sure they sub back. If they don't sub back within 3 days, unsub. Unless you just want to stay subbed. But the second part, you have to make sure you're doing both parts, so it'll work better, is you proposing a deal. Now, a good way to say it isn't, if you sub to me, I'll sub back. I first did this when I had no experience, but this doesn't acquire any attention. There's millions of comments like this, billions in fact. So, why is this going to attract people? It's not. What's going to attract people is if you say something like, if you sub to me, I'll sub back. I promise. If you don't, you can unsub me. Something like that, just to show you're trustworthy. Or maybe you want to do something like, if you sub to me, like I said, there's deals you can do. Personally, what I do is I say, if you sub to me, I'll sub back. I promise. And yeah, and then I usually say something like, if I don't, you can unsub back. And I always sub back, guys. It's not smart to go out there and say you're going to do something and then don't do it. Not smart. You're going to lose a lot of subscribers that way. And so, hopefully these were some helpful tips. Now I have a couple more. What you are looking for, when you're looking for a video to comment on, make sure it's recent. So if it's from like 5 years ago, you don't want to get on that. Because sure, it may have millions of views, but if you calculate that all, those millions of views could have been from years ago. So commenting on that might not be very active. So it's a lot better to comment on something recent. I proposed like a month ago to 5 months ago. So I'm going to end the video right here, but you have a bunch of tips. You have 2 types of self-advertisement. You have what self-advertisement is. You have how to self-advertise. You have when to self-advertise. I think that's all the tips I gave you. So please drop a like on this video. And if you sub to me, I will sub back. But comment done, Danny Boy. I've been having a lot of trouble because if you just comment done, then I don't know who you're talking about, and I don't have time. If I'm getting 150 messages a day to go through each done, only to find out it's to a different person. So if you could comment done, then my name, or my name, then done, I know you're specifically talking to me, and I'm going to trust you on it. Now, I will eventually do a shout out, and I'll make sure you're still subbed to me when I do the shout out. So if you're looking forward to a shout out, get ready for that. That'll probably be nearing 500 subscribers. And a lot of you are like, well, you're never going to get that far. Wrong. I'm at 200 subscribers and it's been like a month and a week. So I'm going to get to 500 subscribers eventually. Like, to be fairly honest with you, if you're a fairly active YouTuber, you shouldn't have much trouble getting subscribers. Yeah, getting the first subscribers is the hardest part. That was even commented by many YouTubers. Zivio, many popular YouTubers. The first subscribers are the hardest part. By the way, guys, the whole point of YouTubing is for fun. So, if you're not having fun doing it, don't do it. This is my first month, so I don't really know what to think of it. Alright, so I'm going to end the video here, but you have all your tips. Try to get some subscribers. I know you guys can do it too. And then just get your channel out there. That's the biggest thing. You want to make sure you're better known. That way you can get subscribers on your own. Self-advertisement is just a way to start your channel. That's not how you want to go about business forever. You just want to start off your channel like this, and then make a bunch of content, and then people like the content, and there you go. You just want to get it out there. Alright, I'm going to end it. Please like and subscribe.